Morning, good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, real people behind the profile stats. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, what we're going to do now? I'll tell you what we're going to do now. We are going to do something. Oops, what's happening here? There are too many crossbones getting crossed out. It's so good. Yeah, so basically what's going on here. Yeah, we are going to be failed in this rumble. We can keep trying. We just score our averages and we should be fine. We'll move on with the game. It's so good. Never despair. Because the ones that cheer are always here. Never fear. Keep on shining above you and cheer. It's so good. Yeah, so we're going to put efforts. We're going to put the mic on. That's the one. Basically, I didn't know it. I don't think anyone knew it coming. But here it is for those. Look for the taverns. That be worthy. There goes Lindsay Midoki and more. Look, she got duplicate outfits. Yeah, it's so good. You play with us and we'll play with you. In the game. Yeah, so look, there's a lantern. Look, that's the lighthouse. That's what the video is all about. Gadabadoof. Fizzy Pop.
Yeah.
Fizzy Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we're doing today is we're doing a good man and his lantern. But I like to put it as the good pirate's lantern. Shall I tell you why?
Why?
Because it's more important to be international and be across the lads, ladies, players, people, pirates, real people behind the profile stats. And that's the one. Yeah, had to get up. Don't worry, it's all good. The crows have got their first meal. There's outside, they've been dosed. Just waiting for the seagulls to come by. Anyways, so what's happening is I was checking out, doing a bit of my own Unique Rebel Academy studying. And it's not known what it is really, Flamingos.
Oh.
No one really even knows, except that some are saying it's like a muddled up meaning of good man's lantern.
Oh.
What it really means is inspirations. It means a goodwill of a speech. When someone gives you the thumbs up, good man's lantern.
Yeah.
When someone says that to you,
Yeah.
good man the lantern, they're actually saying to you like they actually, approve of you.
Yeah, like good man.
Yeah, like that's a good job. Like well done. Like good man the lantern.
Yeah.
That's what it is. No one ever knows it, Flamingos. No one's ever explained it yet.
Yeah.
It's not known to be explained yet. People have made movies out of it, but no one's actually. Some people would say it was the British colonial rule at the time and whatever. It could be from books. It could be from studying. The seagulls outside already, Flamingos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, good pirate's lantern. That's the one. That's the title of the videos. Yeah, this video is about the misunderstanding. Everything that happened on Discord that was not misunderstanding, that's all on purpose. It's so good, so we just continued going along with it. But what the misunderstanding was, basically, what's happened is recently, I think what we have failed to realise and understand, and on my part anyway, I can only talk on my own behalf, is that I never realised the fact that new players that have come into this game actually have a better understanding of what's the best for the future, Flamingos.
Yeah.
I received a message yesterday,
Yeah.
and I kind of didn't figure at the time, that just because my mind was clouded
Yeah.
too much.
Oh.
And the person says the next person that should go over to Firewater is Radio Demon.
Yeah.
And then allow another player, like the next player should just farm a bit more, grind a bit more, then they can go along to Firewater.
Oh.
And I didn't realise, I sent the request to Firewater to lower the PR to join, and I'm so happy and glad that Firewater are willing to do that. And they
Yeah.
did it, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the player didn't go over because the player that was telling me to do it, I thought that was a player that was in the guild at the time.
Oh.
So what happened was, so it was just like a misunderstanding on my behalf. So I kind of didn't configure it at the time.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a request from a specific player that wanted to go over there. But it was actually another player advising me what I should do. And that player's a new player to the game. And that player has a better understanding than me.
Wow.
The future of the game is already here. And the inspiration is real. I'm telling you, the inspiration for the game. I mean, even Fly was mentioning it. Something about inspiration, and you're so inspiring. And then Teach kind of supported, and Jake the Snake supported it from earlier. And I even know people like Mr. Spiegler supported too. But he's more like, he'll rather step out and step back.
Yeah.
He's like me in a way. But me, I'm like all camels ahead, you know.
Yeah.
You know, all guns blazing like Rosamite Sam. You know. And that's what it is. And that's what it's all about. The inspiration is real. That's the one right there. Look, they're trying to give me a goal outfit. The inspiration is real. The gameplay is for real. The events coming up, that's for real. And we're going to be making things happen. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about. Or those, that's the one. Look, Lantern. Flamingos. The Lantern just got ahead of me. Good man. Good pirate, the Lantern. Look. The Lantern's got ahead of me. Oh yeah, it's so good. That's what it's all about. Gadabadoofed. That's what it's always been about. It's been about all those
That be worthy.
that be worthy and more. And yeah, I'd like to keep it short today. You know who you are. You're out there. You're the one that said that the players should work their way up. And we're going to just show it and prove it anyway. And we're going to hopefully improve it. All those that be worthy that watch this channel will benefit and will understand. Okay, what we were going on about, what that player was going on about. Radio Demon, if you're watching the videos, you're getting close to 3k scores. Flamingos! Flamingos!
Yeah.
Why you take a coat with you?
I am.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, me Flamingo's getting ready for what he does best, which is inspire me. So when he goes out there to learn. He's part of the unique Rebel Academy. He's part of the Fizzy Pop Academy. That's how I. Just shut the light outside before you go, right?
Okay.
I love the way your hair sticks up from the back and sticks down from the front. Love it. You're only one of a kind, Flamingos. You're unique, more unique than the name that I have created, Flamingos. Yeah, so I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
I love you free. Bye. Yeah, so sorry about that. So basically, this player is close to scoring. No, average is like 3k nearly. That's really good. Now I didn't realize this, right? There's other players, other things going down. No one really knows what's going down, even though I didn't see it happening. So basically, this is my shout out to all those across the world that be worthy. From Canada to Australia, from America to China. Yeah, making it happen from Italy to Spain, wherever you may be. All those that be worthy, whether you be Jewish, whether you be whatever religions, whatever type of pirates, whatever, even if it's Somalian pirates, they're good. As long as you're the good ones. Yeah, so basically, so you saw that player I just showed you right now. And now I'm going to show you. Where are we? Now when you look at Firewater, look, the PR is 450, yeah. You can see that the required is about 3k for all other levels, which is, Radio Demon may be perfectly suitable for this most awesome, most amazing guild leading the world. I'm only saying what I was inspired, in a sense, from a player that newly has joined the game. You know who you are. You know where you are. Right now, I'm at Red Flag Fleet. So, I support the cause at Red Flag Fleet. But at the same time, we do have friends. We do have family across gameplay. So I kind of realized, look, 3k, really nice. That's the one. I've been inspired. I myself am beginning to be inspired by newer players that are joining the game, and that's what it's all about. I mean, what player sits in another guild and speaks upon other guilds and how to configure to allow some players to move on to other guilds, so you're a part of creating the betterment. So Fly, Sea Witch, Red Flag Fleet, the ones that are willing to try, the ones that are willing to put their PRs down, further down, allowing some players to move up into their guilds to keep a balance. Look, when I say to give troops to players that are of a lower pirate hall, it's only to encourage them to kind of, once they can get the fun into their game, to keep the game interesting. Once people are told that don't take troops, whatever, it's like, yes, first of all, new players should be happy with whatever troops they receive from other players. But with me, I'm more like building a profile stats. I'm more like about encouraging players, new players. I mean, smaller players, newer players are not kind of encouraged to give troops to others. But then you want them to give them troops. You want them to accept troops that are of lower level. So then, for them to accept lower level troops and then being told not to give troops, you're gonna confuse in it. And it's kind of like you gotta start to play like little, you know. And then there's the language barriers and there's all this kind of stuff. And then it's like, you know, you're just complicating it, and then it becomes more than what it is. I've been in guilds where there's like sandwiches, like 7 different people asking for troops, and most of them have been told not to give troops, and then when they don't give troops, then you're saying you're confusing it. So just play the game as it is straight. Stop applying a new type of rules that are not even part of the game, just because it kind of fits with your kind of way of doing things, of telling people what to do. It's better to ask people. It's better to give. How can you even look? I'm explaining to you right now, because you know I don't have to, but I feel I do need to. I need to explain to the ones that do not understand, the ones that are willing to try to understand. Look, players like Jackie, look, that is still awake right now. May you stay blessed always. How do you think Jackie's got 457,532 donations? If she's just holding back all the time, how do you think she's gonna even get that type of a donations? How do you think that the Captain C, Big Captain C, would get 407,027 donations if he was just holding back and not giving his max level troops? You build your stats profile, you work on it, you make it happen, you build on it day and night, you give to all those that. How do you think I got 227k? I took 120k as well, and 113 on top of that. You have to learn to become the good pirate's lantern. That's the one. Good pirate lantern. That's the one. No one ever thought of that one. That was never going to be coming ever. That was never the plan. Even I didn't see it coming. But what I do see coming is the sun is rising. So allow the glow of the lantern to rise around and emanate through your taverns. Don't allow it to be like the dodo to become extinct. Allow yourself to move forward in progress, in gameplay, but most importantly, real life. Whether you feed the crows, whether you feed the seagulls, it's important that we keep everything progressive, collaborative. We all just need to have a little bit of better understanding. We all need to be able to work towards progress. We've all been through tough times, but it doesn't mean that we use that against one another. It just means we need to become better products of our ancestors. Get rid of your stubbornness. Get rid of whatever itch you have. And if they can't be taken away, it's all good. Maybe the solution has not been created for you. But for all those that feel they can move forward in progress in the gameplay, because this game has potential, and I no longer have to be part of the process anymore because it's already been triggered and I can't help it. Newer players, people joining the game are telling me, are asking me, are requesting to me what to do, and I am totally blown away. I'm so blown away that the ripple effect worked, that everything I was hoping in this game worked. If you hear my voice, echo, be assured, I'd always be there for you and all those that be worthy. Garabadoofed. Yes, I'm wishing you well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising through the gameplay enjoyments as they evolve, but most importantly, the real life. Yeah, the inspiration is real. I never saw it coming. I didn't even know. I just kind of like went along with it, and it became what it became. And there's nothing. I do not want to take any credit for it. That's not how I work. That's not how I operate. I'll explain something to you. I went to different lands across the skies. I had to fly, followed by a white cloud. I had to reach different points of the planet, and I had to go fight for the rights of the elders. Basically, when you take on land, property across the planet, it calls for you, it calls to be free. So you kind of go along, but then you have to take on the old enemies. You have to take on the elders that were against your elders, and then you learn a lesson. And that's what it is. I've learnt my lessons, and I kind of realize it's not so different in real life, whether it be in gameplay. You're always going to get a few that don't understand, but it's not their fault. It's just the way that the experience that they had to evolve through some of the mistakes that they may have made. And it doesn't matter. We all have to have certain things explained to us. But some need a reminder over and over again. But the thing is, we move on. And yes, basically I explained to you one last thing. This is where everyone seems to misunderstand me. I'm not trying to go on no holy path or something. What it is that there's a few on the Discord. You don't know who they are, but they've had some of the elders that used to play the game. You don't even know that there's second generation players that are actually on the Discord. Their elders passed away because they were in pains of the world that we live in. Look what it is. Look, I'm explaining to you. There's some people that are blessed. They have to take one step up at a time. They have to step up at one step at a time with one foot, right foot, and go up with the left, and the other one. They have to hold aside and go up the steps. Otherwise, like me and you, we can go up like one step, two step at a time. And there's elders that they've been in pain, and then they're not with us anymore. And because I've had people that have kind of given more, and they would play through the day and night, and they would like do it for even if the cause was, even if they're gonna lose, they will still push. So that's why today we're gonna push. I'm gonna push me a little bit of gems, whatever I got. Just get on with it. It's a game. You enjoy it. You make the most of it. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about. It's being loyal to the game. And yes, we're gonna leave it here. The Good Pirate's Lantern. That's the one. Good. That's the one, little lantern right there.